This is the Zorgon Petersen Mamba, and in my opinion it is one of the best looking ships in the galaxy. I came into this review experience really wanting to like this ship. Its overall silhouette and sleek aesthetic make it very appealing, and it is fast too. With dirty tuned engineered drives, this ship can boost to well over 600 meters a second, making it incredibly mobile in a straight line. In contrast to this forward power, its maneuvering thrusters are very weak, causing a lack of responsiveness in both translation and rotation in combat. The Mamba has an interior style so unique it almost feels like it's from another game entirely. Easily one of my favourite to experience in VR. The level of detail and interesting layout are very appealing, and in pragmatic terms, the visibility is outstanding. One of the Mamba's biggest potential problems for AX combat though is its hardpoint provision. Weapons that are too widely placed on a ship prevent them from being able to effectively converge to hit a single point. The Mamba has 2 small, 2 large and 1 huge hardpoint, giving an ample number of options for firepower. But the small and large hardpoints are located in a way that prevents convergence at all, meaning that to use weapons mounted here you must adjust your aim from side to side for every shot. This can mean missing a lot more than with a more suitable ship. The ship also shares a similar internal compartment template to its sister ship, the FDL, with a very limited potential for armor protection. As with the FDL, it is advised to use a shield, as the ship has a generous 6 utility mounts that could be used for shield boosters. Mamba also runs quite hot, making cold orbits tricky even if using clean tuning on your thrusters. Heat spikes are common, and so incoming damage will occur. The Mamba would appear to be Zorgon Petersen's offering as a racing vessel above all else. But let's see what it can do against the Thargoids. First, we face off against the Cyclops. Let's get a feel for how the Mamba performs. While engaging Thargoid interceptors in a flight assist off cold orbit, forward throttle is not really of benefit, and so the Mamba's sole focus on this may prove to be detrimental to its utility. Adjusting to the Mamba's convergence limitation is fairly quick, although does require extra concentration. Overall though, the Mamba has no problem at all in destroying Cyclops. The short attacking runs mean the poor aiming mobility is not a factor, and the high boost speed allows for quick retreats after the destruction of a heart. The Basilisk requires longer time on target. Let's see how the Mamba fares. The Mamba can effectively attack an interceptor, provided the interceptor does not begin evasive maneuvering. The Mamba has difficulty controlling range and tracking an evasive target. And boosting causes more problems than it solves, as the aiming mobility drops off enormously immediately after a boost, leading to a cycle of boosts and losing the target. This requires a lot of careful control to get back on target consistently. The approach to target is paramount, keeping the target moving ahead so it doesn't sharply change direction. So, the Basilisk required a lot more work to complete an attacking run than the Cyclops. The Medusa will test this even further, with longer attacking runs and more punishing incoming fire. When you fall outside of the optimal range, you really need to fight the urge to boost. The loss of aiming capability following a boost can see you losing a lot of time on target, and so patience is often best, picking only very certain moments to use the boost. One such moment though is when range closes too much, as the poor armor protection of the Mamba means eating Medusa shots can end your fight really quickly. If you are able to predict when the lightning attacks are a threat though, there are times when the Mamba really pulls it together. The Medusa was by no means a guaranteed victory in this ship. It was a lot of work to overcome the Mamba's shortcomings. And with the current build I was using, with clean drives, I was unable to take out a Hydra. The fast and frequent dodge maneuvers of the Hydra left the Mamba chasing the target for too long often to overcome the hull regeneration. but Commander Clueless Guy suggested fitting dirty drives despite the extra heat they generate. Figuring it worth a shot for the extra agility they would offer, I decided to give it a go. The strategy here would not be to use double heat sinks. The Mamba cannot evade the swarm well, so getting the heart before enrage would be important. Having this many heat sinks should allow a re-exertion on the same attacking run if necessary. Amazingly, the first heart fell on the very first attacking run, and so I was encouraged that victory could be possible. The second required re-exerting, and so now there was an enraged swarm to contend with. By the third, things were back on track. As with the Medusa, you have to fight the urge to boost and just focus on trying to control range and land shots. Losing attacking time is very costly against the Hydra's hull regeneration. In the second half of the fight, I felt I was now over the adjustment of the Mamba's deficiencies. It was still a lot of work, but I felt comfortable in the pilot seat now. It may cost an excessive amount of synthesis materials, but I was going to finish this fight. Mamba is an interesting ship. Both incredibly fun and incredibly demoralising at the same time. On the one hand, it is gorgeous to look at and sit in. But on the other, its terrible rotation problems, manoeuvring thruster weakness, and poor convergence make it an incredibly frustrating ship to use at times. As with the FDL, you will burn through a lot of synthesis materials in tougher fights if you fly shieldless. Shielded may be a more comfortable prospect, protection-wise, but will not fix the issues of keeping up consistent fire the Mamba faces. My conclusion is that the Mamba is a poor choice for AX combat, but can be made to work if you absolutely insist upon it. A wasted opportunity in my opinion, as the visual style and clearly higher quality interior could make it something iconic. Instead, it really is more of a pretty toy.